Flat Earthers. It's low-hanging fruit. It's by far the easiest group to criticize, insult, poke fun at, etc. There's really nothing to be proud of. You're not a big man for doing it or anything, but I'm still going to do just that because I find the Flat Earthers to be the most fascinating and entertaining group of Cro-Magnon that are currently stumbling through this planet of ours. And today I just so happen to be watching a Buzzfeed video. I know it's almost as bad as believing in Flat Earth itself just by watching Buzzfeed, but this was beautiful because it was a collision of two worlds here. Flat Earth and Buzzfeed, some of the worst shit there is. And it was great because they have a staff member who believes in Flat Earth and went about why he believes in it and such, and talks about the science behind it. I'm putting science in quotes because it's just kind of like I banged two rocks together and I believe it's flat. But anyway, Ned Flanders here from Buzzfeed's going to take us through the Flat Earth basics. Take it away, diddly doodly.
Since I was a child, I've been naturally inquisitive, questioning anything and everything that didn't quite make sense. As I grew, I poured countless hours into a number of conspiracy theories. Some of these theories I believe and some of these theories I don't. But some of them I do.
This whole video screams satire, but the problem is they commit way too hard to the role, and it makes it very hard to discern whether or not it should be taken seriously. Based on what I've learned about Buzzfeed Blue, and more in particular the cast here and the purpose, it was meant to just be an over-the-top, entertaining, but still thought-provoking piece that tries to convince you that the Earth is flat. I really am not 100% sure, but A, it's not entertaining. The humor just comes because this guy is wearing a fake mustache and doing exaggerated facial expressions. Wow, that's fucking clever. And B, they focus very hard on what Flat Earthers actually believe in an attempt to convince you it could be flat, so it's just super fucking hard to know for sure if it's satire or not. I'm gonna treat it as though it's not satire because it's just not even well done if it is.
A lot of people would have you believe the Earth is round. Well, we'll see. What is the Flat Earth theory? Well,
it's actually not a theory at all. In fact, it's an objectively, blatantly fucking wrong idea.
The Flat Earth theory posits, there we go, that the Earth is not a globe, as you have come to know it, but is in fact a flat disc-like shape. Let me show you here. It's kind of a lot like this. Yeah. It suggests that the Earth's land masses lie flat.
One thing I've noticed in every Flat Earth video I've ever seen, they all use children's toys to show that the Earth is flat and convince you that it's flat. So at least they can understand their audience, that it's just a bunch of 6-year-old brains inside the body of greasy men and unattractive women.
Stood here, this is him, with a telescope. Boop, 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 boop. And he had his friend in a boat, boop, 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 ride a number of miles down the river. So this was what he was suggesting. Because of the curve of the globe, he shouldn't be able to see his friend after about 6 miles. The top of the sail should have been about 11 feet under his view, but instead, he saw his friend go like more than 6 miles. The whole time, he saw the whole boat and the whole thing just like this. That led him to thinking that Earth is not a globe.
So there's the Bedford level experiment, or at least as far as Buzzfeed was willing to research into it. I like how he drew a little penis there to represent the man looking through the telescope, but it's a shitty experiment that was immediately debunked even during its time. The reason you could see the boat from one end to the other is due to atmospheric refraction. A man named Wallace actually set up discs along the same canal and showed that the middle disc is higher than the other discs because of the curvature. Usually I wouldn't even bother talking about how it was debunked, but because of all these soft micro penis in hand flat earthers using the Bedford level experiment to become a flat earther, I thought it was at least necessary. And it's fucking laughable because it shows they did no research of their own. And it'd be as if a man turns to Scientology because he watched an episode of Gurren Lagann. It's just fucking dumb.
Possibly Kyrie Irving, Tila Tequila, and B.O.B.
You're not alone. There's almost 5 of us now. Look at these super successful intellectuals that are famous because of how smart and well-versed they are in science.
And this is where people kind of hit the wall on the flat earth thing. Where's the edge? Wonderful question. I've got answers.
I'm not saying they're good answers or make sense, but god damn it, I've got some.
So, to explain, this is essentially what the shape of the flat earth looks like. And of course, if these are the edges, your next question would be like, well, why haven't we fallen off? Well, that brings me to the ice wall. Using my handy dandy modeling clay for children, I'm gonna explain.
Oh, thank God, now I can take it seriously.
They believe that the Antarctic surrounds the Earth and keeps the water in between the ice mass, just like this. Look at that. These are the principles of the Flat Earth Society. Honestly, seeing it like this, it's not so crazy.
You know, he's absolutely right. After seeing it made out of Play-Doh here, looking like a fucking third-grade art project, I'm a believer. It's not crazy at all. I feel like I was crazy to ever even believe science and logic. Well, shucks, now I gotta fit in with the flat earthers. I'm gonna have to start denying climate change and having sex with my sister.
We understand the ice walls, we got all that figured out. You might say, what about the seasons? This is the most enjoyable part of the flat earth theory. It is actually suggested that the sun spins around the earth. I'm actually doing the opposite of that, but you know, give me a break, you can figure it out. The seasons changing when the sun is closer and further from the earth. The earth stays kind of a fixed number of miles away from the sun, so that's good. So they believe in gravity, so we're good. No, they don't. Gravity is a hoax.
Well, you sold yet, asshole. Gravity is a fucking fib. The universe, the sun, everything bends and moves around the earth because the earth is the protagonist of the universe's manga. Open your fucking eyes, you goddamn troglodytes. The frogs are turning gay.
In the flat earth theory, the tides are not moved by lunar involvement. The tide shifts are connected to a magnet in the center of the earth. And we all stay here, not because of gravity, but because the earth and the sun are constantly and ever moving upward, like a tower of terror that you can never get off.
Well, that makes sense to me. The earth and the sun, it's like a fucking NASCAR race, and we're just the pit crew on board. Yeehaw! Can I get a hoo-wee?
This brings me to photographs.
Just a long section about how photographs are easily faked. Absolute genius.
Listen, global warming is gonna melt away that ice wall.
Global warming? You're not coming into the Flat Earth Society anymore, bud. We're rescinding that invitation. But yeah, thanks Buzzfeed for the eye-opening material, honestly. Really great shit. Earth is flat. Globe Earthers, I can't... You sheep. Stop believing the government's chemtrails. That's it. See ya.